At the beginning of the 20th century in northern France, pipes lined the streets. The sky was grey, the air was filled with the rhythmic hum of cars, and the streets were filled with the energy of hard-working people. It was in this place, where industry and mission reigned, that the Arnault family took root, becoming synonymous with luxury and wealth. But even then, the Arnault family did not shy away from the challenge, throwing themselves into production with the same energy they felt in the steam and gold that littered the factories. It was in Roubaix, France's proudest industrial city, that the child who authored the Arnault family's most famous work was born. However, in an ironic twist of fate, Jean Arnault, Bernard's father, soon decided to move from brushes and canvas to bricks and mortar and founded a construction company long before his son Bernard was born on March 5, 1949. As we will see below, Bernard was not the lucky one born with a silver spoon in his mouth. He was a genius from the very beginning. His father, a shrewd businessman, taught young Bernard the intricacies of the business world and laid the foundation for his son's future dominance of the luxury goods market. Of course, young Bernard did not only follow the family path. As long as he was able, this path was his runway. From 1969 to 1971, at the École Polytechnique in Paris, he was not only a student, but also a sponge for the nectar of knowledge, especially in the field of engineering and technology. Immediately after graduating in 1971, Bernard went to work for his father's construction company, Ferré Savino, where he headed a staff of 100 people. Under his father's guidance, he soon developed the concept of the family business. But problems followed. Young Arnault was not content to simply be part of the family law. He wanted to rewrite and expand family law. So in 1974, Bernard Arnault, in a move that would have made Machiavelli nod his head in approval, managed to convince his father to transform his strictly construction business into a more profitable real estate business and found Ferret-Nel, a holiday rental company. As a chess grandmaster, Arnault planned the sale of the company's industrial construction division for real estate and skillfully expanded his empire. After the French Socialist Party came to power in 1981, Arnault, ever the strategic thinker, sent his family to the United States. There, he continued to work his magic for 3 years, expanding Ferré Savino's real estate portfolio. However, in 1984, Arnault's family took a sharp turn. After leaving Ferré Savino, he embarked on a bold journey into the world of luxury. Arnault's approach was twofold. First, he streamlined the business with a strong focus on efficiency and effectiveness. It was a process of narrowing the conglomerate down to its most profitable and promising parts. This move not only improved the company's financial position, but also allowed it to develop a more focused and consistent brand strategy. At the same time, Arnault developed major luxury brands, notably Christian Dior. He recognized Dior's intrinsic value and potential and set out to strengthen its position in the luxury market. This included investing in quality materials and refining design and manufacturing processes to ensure that all Dior products reflected exquisite craftsmanship and fashionable style. In addition, Arnault worked to expand Christian Dior's global reach. He strategically opened new boutiques in key luxury markets to increase brand awareness and popularity. These boutiques are more than just retail spaces. They embody the Dior experience and are designed to immerse customers in the elegance and sophistication of the brand. His tireless efforts to revive Christian Dior laid the foundation for what became a luxury giant. Under his leadership, Dior not only regained its former glory, but also began to set new benchmarks in the world of luxury fashion. However, Arnault's ambitions were much broader than just a brand. He wanted to build an empire, and 1987 was a key year in this endeavor. Arnault masterminded the merger of Louis Vuitton and Moet Hennessy, which redefined luxury. This was not just a merger, but the birth of a luxury empire with Arnault as chairman and CEO. Soon after, Arnault's idea of creating a group of luxury brands was met with skepticism. However, thanks to his legendary strategic acumen, he was able to turn his vision into reality, bringing together more than 70 luxury brands under the LVMH umbrella. In the mid-1990s, Arnault's ambitions crystallized again in New York. His goal was to strengthen the presence of the LVMH Group in the United States, and the opening of the LVMH building in December 1999 was a tangible expression of this ambition. During this period of transition, Arnault's approach to mergers and acquisitions provided a masterclass in corporate expansion. Under his leadership, LVMH's value grew by 1,000% and profits by 500%. Moreover, in the mid-1990s, LVMH expanded its empire into new regions such as Asia, where countries such as China and South Korea were interested in purchasing LVMH luxury goods. Thus, this period was not only about growth. During this period, LVMH's goal was not only growth, but also the creation of an image that would symbolize luxury and success. Bernard Arnault and the famous Canadian pianist Hélène Mercier first met at a dinner party in the fall of 1989. Hélène Mercier was born in Montreal in February 1960 and was a piano prodigy from the age of 6. She has won prizes at the Quebec Music Competition, the Canadian Music Competition, and the International Chamber Music Competition in Prague. Arnault and Mercier's love for each other quickly blossomed, and they married in 1991. This marriage was not only a fusion of ideas, but also cultural depth and business acumen. Mercier, in particular, brought melodic balance to Arnault's entrepreneurial rhythms as he entered his life. Mercier became a stepmother to children from a previous marriage, with whom she had 3 children, Alexander, Frederick, and Jean. By the turn of the century, Bernard Arnault's wealth had grown significantly, and his global fortune had reached its zenith. During this time, Arnault's deep passion for art and culture emerged. In 2006, he founded the Fondation Louis Vuitton, a French museum and cultural center supported by the LVMH Group. That same year, the Fondation Louis Vuitton, with its deconstructive architecture designed by Frank Gehry, opened a new chapter in Arnault's cultural activities. However, Arnault's love for art did not end there. He became a renowned art collector, including masterpieces by Picasso, Warhol, Eva Klein, and Henry Moore. His collection defies description, but it clearly reflects his personal investment in art. In 2001, Arnault led LVMH's acquisition of Italian fashion giant Fendi, and in November 2001, LVMH acquired a stake in Prada and became its majority shareholder. In 2004, Bernard Arnault turned his attention to watches and jewelry. Given the apparent lack of presence in these luxury sectors, he cleverly led LVMH to acquire Swiss watchmaker Tag Heuer for $502 million. The astute move allowed LVMH to enter the risky world of luxury watchmaking and is expected to take Tag Heuer into uncharted territory. Likewise, the acquisition of Italian brand Bulgari in 2011 further cemented LVMH's dominance in the luxury jewelry sector, while Louis Vuitton's partnership with Jeff Koons in 2013 signaled the fusion of luxury and art. Arnault's desire to merge the worlds of art and luxury fashion underscores LVMH's role as a pioneer in the luxury industry. 2017 was a breakthrough year for the Wolf in Kashmir, with total sales of Rs 425 crore. Delphine Arnault is the latest chapter in the saga of the potential heir to the Arnault family empire worth $500 billion. Born in 1975 in a suburb of Paris, Delphine is the eldest child of Bernard Arnault and spent her childhood in New York City, where her rich cultural experiences honed her French and English language skills and prepared her for future global adventures. In 1997, she put on her graduation cap and immediately began working at the legendary consulting firm McKinsey & Company in Paris, where she developed her strategic skills. The year 2000 was a turning point when Delphine entered the family empire. After starting to work with John Galliano, she quickly rose through the ranks, becoming Dior's commercial director in 2001 and then promoted to vice president of Dior in 2008. 2013 marked the beginning of a new chapter for Delphine when she was appointed executive vice president of Louis Vuitton. At Louis Vuitton, she skillfully managed and guided the brand through the complex luxury market. Her management style is as smooth as silk and creates an environment conducive to the development of creative talent. In 2023, she will become CEO of Christian Dior, a key role in the history of the Arnault dynasty. However, despite her impressive resume, Bernard Arnault is in no hurry to name a successor. Delphine's influence and leadership at LVMH is growing every day, and she remains a leader in this game of successors, but she must not let her guard down. Next, we look at Antoine Arnault, a native of Roubaix. His story began in the United States, where he and Delphine were thrown into the cultural melting pot of New York City. From HEC Montreal to INSEAD, where he became a businessman, Antoine began his career in the internet business and then joined Louis Vuitton in 2002. Here his marketing skills were put to good use, in particular during his work as head of marketing. In 2012, he became president of Baluti, leading the company to financial heights. In 2018, he was appointed head of communications and image at LVMH, which is more than just a job title. In 2018, he was appointed head of communications and image at LVMH, which is more than not just a job title, but a reflection of the strategic LVMH group's commitment to strengthening its digital frontiers. Speculation that he could become the heir to the LVMH empire continues, especially after Berluti Arnault quietly changed the age criteria for the company's leadership. Alexandra Arnault, born in 1992, embodies the youthful dynamism of LVMH's leadership. A graduate of elite economic schools in Paris and London, Alexandra combines academic rigor with a leisurely approach to life that reflects the chic and frivolous nature of the fashion world in which she lives. Since taking over as executive vice president, Alexandra has reinvigorated the brand with a cocktail of technology and innovation. He is not only a fashion designer, but also a digital guru, creating the Arnold & Son Group's technological footprint with the precision of a master jeweler.